Hi guys, welcome to my channel. This is The Muse. I'm Jade, and today I'm going to be talking about my personal journey of resilience, growth and career progression. So for over 10 years I've worked 2 jobs. It has been challenging and tiring, but I did it in order to make my family be able to live a more comfortable and better life. 2018, I thought to myself, you know what, I need to create a business that is going to be sorted after. I brainstormed for months thinking what could it be in. I was always a girl that loved to wear makeup in my younger days. Always would wear makeup, try new styles and stuff out, and my mum always used to push me into things and say, why don't you do it? Why don't you do that? Like, you'd be good at that. And I'd think, it's not my thing. But you know, your mum does know best. You just don't want to listen. Getting back to 2018, I thought, you know what? Everyone, my friends and my loved ones always tell me, Jade, why don't you get into beauty? So I thought, you know what? Let me create a beauty business. So I looked around and I thought, at the time, eyelash extensions was the it thing. I thought, you know what, I'm going to do eyelash extensions. So I booked my course, went on the course. The rest is history, really. That decision to go on that course was literally life-changing. Although it had its challenges, because everyone thinks applying eyelash extensions is easy. It's not. It took practice, but with resilience and with dedication and determination, I got it. I've owned my own eyelash extension business for 6 years now, and it was one of the best decisions of my life. Going back to 2019, so my business is going well. I've managed to take my family on 2 vacations, 2 holidays abroad. Everything's going great, and then COVID hits. So obviously we went into lockdown. I had to shut up shop, and I thought, you know what, I need to get that thinking cap back out. So I pulled out the thinking cap. I thought, what can I do in the lockdown while I can't make money doing eyelashes? What else can I do? What can be another side hustle? And that's when I created Aldemore. It was a candle making business, and I did this through lockdown, and that was a whirlwind. It was a candle business with bespoke candles. The candles looked very unique. So unique that people didn't even want to burn them. They were really like statement pieces, which I'm going to insert pictures. They were so, like, everyone wanted them. I started the business in Q4, and that, you know what that means? That means Christmas orders. When I tell you that the orders I was getting, I had orders from Australia, orders from France, orders from Berlin. I had bulk orders. I had shops contacting me saying that they wanted to put my candles in shops. I remember looking at my mum thinking, how are we going to do this? How are we going to achieve these orders? I remember staying up 24 hours, and it was just my way crazy. To the point I was thinking, Mum, we're going to have to hire staff. And then what happened? We both got COVID. I remember my mum coming to the door, and she's rocking, and I can see her shadow rocking through the glass. And I opened the door, I'm like, Mum, you all okay? And she's like, no, I don't feel well. And I'm like, you sure you ain't got COVID? And she's like, no, don't be stupid, I ain't got COVID. So I remember her coming in and she was sitting on the chair and I said, do you want anything to eat? She was like, yeah, go on then. And I remember ordering a McDonald's and she didn't touch any of the McDonald's. And I was like, do you want some soup, Mum? So I ordered her some soup. Gave her the soup. She didn't want no soup. She didn't eat any of the soup. I kept saying to my Mum, we're going to have to call the ambulance. She's like, no, I'm going to be better in 3 days. Give me 3 days and I'll be fine. So I was like, okay. 3 days came. Mum was worse. So I went into my mum and I said, Mum, really now, I'm going to have to call an ambulance. She's like, no, tomorrow. Tomorrow I'll be better. So I was like, okay. Because obviously with all the stigma behind COVID-19, no one wanted to go to hospital. So tomorrow came and my mum wanted a bath and she managed to get herself in the bath. But I could hear her shouting like, Jade, Jade. So I went to the bathroom. My mum's a very private person. You would never see my mum like without her clothes on. Never, like never in my life. And she was like, she can't get out of the bath. So I had to physically get my mum out the bath. She couldn't walk. And carry my mum to the bed, put her clothes on. And then I said to my mum, Mum, I'm going to have to call the ambulance now because I can't risk this. I couldn't have lived with myself. So although my mum didn't want to go, I called the ambulance. The ambulance came. I remember it was so horrible. Bearing in mind, I also had COVID, so I was so weak. And my mum went to hospital. She was hospitalised. A normal person has 13 units of blood. My mum normally has 10 units of blood because of the sickle cell. But I think when they got to the house, there was something like 4 units of blood. And at the time she was a Jehovah's Witness, so she didn't want to take blood. So it was risky business. And I swear, like, my whole world was coming, like, it was, I don't even want to go back there because the way I felt was absolutely devastated. And then I just shut shop. It's really sad, really, and that's probably one of my regrets. But I knew that my family had to come first, and that even if my mum was better, we weren't cutting it with 2 people. A 2-man army wasn't enough. We really needed a team, and that's where my regrets come in. I really should have hired people, and who knows where I would have been now. But you know, we can't live with regrets. We've just got to push forward, and who knows, maybe I'll reopen one day. But yeah, that was the end of Aldermore. So the whole time I had my side hustles, I still was working, being a support worker within a convent looking after nuns. I soon realised that there was no room for progression, and although I loved helping the nuns make their lives more comfortable in their later years of life, I wanted to make a difference, more of a difference. So I applied for a children's home where I would support children instead in giving them advice and being more of a help at the start of their life rather than later on in life, if you get what I mean. I wanted to make a difference at the start of their life to set foundations for them to have a more fulfilling life, instead of being just there as an aid, really, to make a life more comfortable until the end comes. So I applied for the children's home, knowing nothing about it. I went to the interview not having a clue. Luckily, my manager is so lovely. She said that she could see that I was a good person, and that's what gave me the job. I was honest. I said I didn't really know much about it, but I was eager to learn. And I think within a week, I found out that I got the job, which I was ecstatic about. And while we was training, I think I went to my manager and I said, is there any possibility that I could be a team leader? Now, my manager said, due to my experience, she'd have to see me on the job first. So when the job opened, I think it was about a month before I progressed to be a team leader. Now, that is really a lesson for everyone out there. If you want to get somewhere and you want to be something, Don't let your ego get in the way. Like, I know that the answer probably would have been no, but I still asked anyway. And within a month, look what happened. Like, I mean, so don't let things hold you back. Don't let you assuming that the answer is going to be no stop you in your tracks. Go for what you want to go for, because you never know. And no, ask for feedback, say why, and then work on it. And you know what, maybe it will take 2 or 3 months, but you'll get there in the end. So fast forward to 2024. I started in the children's home in 2021. In that time, I've learned so much about the role. It's had its ups and downs, but I genuinely love working with children. I believe that this job is definitely for me. In that time, I went on maternity leave, and I started back at the start, say about April this year. And my manager approached me and asked me if I would want to join a project in another home, and would I be the deputy. So yes, I did an exam this week and I passed with 81%, which I'm so proud of. And that's my aim. I'm due to start my deputy role in July, which is exciting. And I'm also going back into education in January, which work said they will accommodate. So I'm really happy. Like, I'm happy because I'm surrounded by nice people. I know some people go to work and they're not happy at all, but you know, through meeting nice people and really putting myself out there in going for what I want, I've achieved to work towards a deputy role and to start uni in January, where I'm going to be studying BA in counselling, mental health and well-being, which I can't wait for. I can't express how happy I am to be continuing my educational journey. Although life seems like it goes through so many ups and downs, I encourage anyone that wants to get back into education, anyone that wants to push for promotion, don't always wait for it to be given to you. Go for what you want to go for. Like, there's one motto in my life, and whatever you want, you can get. With determination and faith, you can get whatever you want out of life. Do not let no one put you down, put them little words, because I know that negative people can say negative things to you. That has an effect on you, and you can constantly hear their voices in your head. Oh, you can't do that. You can't do that. No, you can do that. You need to tell yourself you can do this, and you need to push yourself to do this, because you are the author of your life. So whatever you want, go and get it. And that's from me to you. So with that being said, write down your goals for next year. Stay focused, stay blessed, and work towards whatever you want out of life, and you will be able to get it. I hope you've liked this subject today. I'm going to go now, but please don't forget to like, comment and subscribe. I'm sending you positive vibes and loads of love. Mwah.